Hi everyone, this is Rush Hudson Commodore, a level 300 plus player in Project Trackday with over 20 million credits in the game. I love this game, so I put together this video to help new players progress faster and enjoy the game more. Project Trackday is a fantastic simulator game on Roblox, featuring great tracks and cars, and a wide range of racing categories where you can have amazing battles with players at your skill level. However, it can be frustrating at first because it's a bit harder to control and run fast laps compared to simple arcade racing games, which is why many give up early on. Trust me, it's worth sticking with it to experience the thrill of success in the game. But enough talk. Let's get started and look at the top 10 tips to earn money quickly and win races. First tip, learn the tracks. There is a method to learning each track, and once you master this, you'll be able to drive fast on any track. I'll discuss this technique in the next sections. Second tip, learn the braking points. In track racing, braking points are crucial, almost as important as the next point I'll mention. I have more videos where you can see where to start braking for each car category on various tracks. In these videos, which you can see on my channel and in which I participate in Project Trackday, either practicing laps on tracks or taking part in races, I display a function on the screen that shows which key I press while driving. This allows you to relatively accurately determine the braking points. However, it's important to note that I play using a keyboard, so if you play in a different way, your gameplay might slightly differ. Additionally, I drive in a third-person view, so the positioning of distance markers before corners may feel different. Try not to overshoot the braking points, as penalties for going off track in this game are harsh, 1, 2, 3 seconds and even 7 seconds, so it's not worth taking that extra risk. Third tip, the most important thing in track racing is knowing where you can go full throttle. At the exit of every turn, there's a point where you can go full throttle. You need to remember these points using trackside objects like bushes, signs, or cones. Full throttle is essential to gain the most time on the straightaways. Avoid penalties by being precise at exits. If you think you're drifting too wide, ease off the throttle or brake slightly to avoid time penalties. Fourth tip, learn where to turn. This is especially important for high-speed corners. Know where to start turning the car after a short break, without braking, or after easing off the throttle slightly. This can vary with different car categories, but is generally similar if you're not using GT4 cars. Accurate turning allows you to carry more speed through the corner, giving you an advantage on the next straightaway. Fifth tip, learn how to drive fast cars. Forget about the GT4 category because these cars behave very differently from other categories. Focus on learning the other categories and avoid GT4 where possible. Fast cars are more responsive and require similar handling techniques. Learn to handle oversteer when accelerating because most powerful cars will have this tendency. Be gentle on the throttle through chicanes to prevent the car's rear from sliding out. Sixth tip, participate in races to progress faster and earn money. Races are filled with players under level 10, whom you can usually beat with a bit of practice and by using the tips in this video, making it easier to earn money. You earn money every lap, and if you win the race, you get extra rewards based on the number of participants. Please note, this is not to demean or insult lower-level players. You and I both started at level 1, but now we're focusing on making more money, buying the necessary cars, and enjoying the game more. If there are some harder-to-beat opponents, even if they are new to the game, you can have a great battle while maybe earning a little less money. Once, I played with a level 21 player who was incredibly fast. It turned out he was a pro Assetto Corsa gamer. So, never underestimate anyone. Seventh tip, learn from better racers. In races, observe faster players. Watch where they brake, how they turn, and what cars they use. Sometimes they might be using cars that are easier to drive or faster in that category. Eighth tip, be consistent. You don't always have to drive on the edge. Often, driving slightly below your limit and safely taking corners is enough, especially since most races are filled with new players. You'll gradually get faster. Constantly driving on the edge leads to mistakes and penalties. Drive on the edge only against strong opponents. Try to go fast, but don't exceed your limits. Especially pay close attention to braking points. Ninth tip, buy the best car in each category. These are not necessarily the fastest but are usually the easiest to drive quickly. In most categories, the car provided by the game for races is good enough to win. Avoid buying GT4 cars. 10th tip, learn the tricks. Once you're fast and winning races, learn the small tricks. Use the track edges to the fullest without getting penalties. In some corners and chicanes, you are faster if you brake in two separate sections. For example, in the first chicane at Monza, brake a bit just before the second corner. When playing against strong opponents, use the trick of turning on your lights. This comes with the tail lights and brake lights, so no one will see where your braking points are. If you use the GT500 category and have the Honda NSX, switch to manual transmission at the start of long straights and shift up at 7,400 RPM, then switch back to automatic. This saves time as the car won't hesitate shifting gears while spitting flames at high revs. These are my top 10 tips to quickly earn money and win races in Roblox Project Trackday. I already have so much money in this game that I can almost buy all the cars. In a future video, I'll buy each remaining car and do a lap and a half with each to show you how fast they are. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I promise that in a future video we will buy and test every car in each category, except for the GT4 and safety cars. You definitely don't want to miss that, so make sure to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!